Good afternoon, everyone. I warmly welcome all of you to my lecture series 2. The topic is Integrating Social and Emotional Learning into STEAM Education. I am Shehwar Suhair, Senior Lecturer at Amazon College, Bamlapitiya. So now let's move on to the next slide. What is social and emotional development in children? So when we talk about social and emotional development in children, we can categorize them into two divisions. Number one is how children start to understand themselves. For example, they can ask these questions to themselves: who they are, what they are feeling, and what to expect when interacting with others. The second category is it is the development of being able to form and sustain positive relationship, whether they are able to form a relationship and sustain it. Experience, manage and express emotions. Emotions are of many kinds. They should be able to understand the different emotions, the sadness, the happiness, and be able to express these emotions in an acceptable way. Third point, explore and engage with the environment. So they have to have that courage to explore and engage with the environment. So moving on to our next slide, what are social and emotional skills? Social and emotional skills are essential for connecting with others. They help us manage our emotions, build healthy relationships, and feel the empathy. If we can discuss some examples, let me tell you. Recognizing if someone is sad and asking them if they are okay, like how are you feeling? Expressing yourself with your friend in a different way than with your parents. Understanding your thoughts and feelings and being able to relate to others. Then we can discuss, when does social and emotional development begin? Babies start learning skills from birth. As soon as they begin interacting with people who cares for them, they begin to develop an understanding of their feelings. Then how do parents impact social and emotional development? Parents help to nurture social and emotional skills so kids develop healthy relationship with friends and family members. Even as a baby, your little one is picking up on how you respond to their social and emotional needs. They feel very much safe at home when you are there. They get tense when they don't see you. They learn how to empathize, respond to the emotion of others, and say, "I am sorry," by following your lead. Then let's talk about what do social and emotional skills help kids to do. So there are plenty of things we can discuss, and it's the advantages when the social and emotional skills develop. Kids with healthy social and emotional skills are more likely to succeed in school, work and life. Social and emotional skills will help the kids in many ways. For example, it will help them to make friendship and continue to keep up the friendship, gain the confidence, resolve conflicts on their own. They don't have to be dependent that someone else have to come and resolve the conflicts. They can do that on their own. Manage stress and anxiety, learn social norms, make a very appropriate decisions, resist negative social pressure, learn strengths and weaknesses, gain awareness of what others are feeling. So this is something like they are building empathy now. How long does it take to develop social and emotional skills? So when we talk that point, we can answer to that question, yes, it takes time, because there are individual differences. Every child is not same. Every child has a different pace and different speed. So early experiences with family caregivers, and peers greatly impact the social and emotional development. But throughout our lives, we will continue to be shaped by our experiences. These experiences can include meeting new people, overcoming difficult situations, or even raising children. Now, let us discuss some social emotional tips which will help your child's social emotional development. Point number 1, you can be a model of emotions and behaviors you want your child to show. You are your child's first teacher and they look up to you as a role model. Be responsive to your child's emotions and behaviors. Responding will help to develop trust between you and your child. Always ask open-ended questions and discourage close-ended questions. Close-ended questions usually have responses of only yes and no, but open-ended questions will help to develop child's problem-solving skills. Use stories to talk to your child about different social situations and how each person might be feeling. This will be a very good platform for them to understand not only about their feelings but the feelings of others. Encourage kids to try new things and learn how much they can do, how much capacity they can have to do an activity. Play games to teach kids how to take turns, wins and lose, share and negotiate. Always teach them there is something called resilience in life. If you are winning today, tomorrow you might be losing. So they have to take it up. They can't be sad. So resilience means there can be ups and downs in life. So they have to learn to bounce back. Ask your child questions when they are upset. These questions can be about why they are upset or offering alternatives to understand the root of their happiness. For example, we can ask them, would you like to brush your teeth or take a bath first? So you're giving them the preference. Sit with your child when using a screen and make it like a social activity. Example, you can ask questions or playing or taking turn for games. So these were some of the social and emotional tips which you can use at home and understand or help your child's social and emotional development. So let's look into what is STEAM learning for kids. STEAM, similar to STEM, is a fun and engaging educational pathway that encompasses 5 key fields of learning. So what does STEAM stand for and what are the 5 categories? Science, technology, engineering, arts and maths. STEAM learning is designed to provide children with learning opportunities that combine fun hands-on activities with experiences that aid in their fundamental development. This balance of education and play naturally encourages young minds to ask questions. They tend to get curious, try new things, engage with their peers and explore the world around them. So now let's talk about some ways STEAM learning benefits early childhood development. Children, even as young as preschool age, can benefit from these STEAM-based learning activities. So we can see some of the benefits of STEAM, which is there in the early childhood development and beyond. Point number 1, we can talk about establish a lifelong love for learning. STEAM activities and projects are designed to get little learners excited about their developing new skills by presenting these opportunities through fun and valuable experiences. This can help children build a positive relationship with learning at a very young age and make transitioning into higher learning levels easier and more exciting. Establishing a healthy outlook on learning and academics in their early years can also lead to new experiences and opportunities later in life that children may have otherwise not pursued. Point number 2, you can build confidence and self-esteem. So when we look into that point, this hands-on approach to learning is not only fun and engaging, but it can also help children feel more confident in themselves and in their abilities. For example, many STEAM activities help kids learn how to use specific tools to achieve different tasks, like learning to use scissors or to cut a paper or mixing spoon to stir up ingredients. As young learners interact with these simpler tools, they start to learn how to accomplish tasks on their own, improving their motor skills and supporting their self-esteem and confidence. This can also help them better assess situations and determine when they need to ask for help. Point number 3, develop critical thinking skills. This method of learning goes beyond simply memorizing facts and details. The STEAM approach teaches children how to process information effectively. Think of it like learning how to learn. Through fun experiments, STEAM learning activities encourage children to hone their observation skills, find patterns, analyze results, and predict outcomes. Introducing this type of scientific thinking to little learners instills essential critical thinking skills and helps them become better problem solvers. Nurture creativity. The world's greatest scientists, mathematicians, and engineers all utilize creative thinking to find innovative solutions to the most challenging problems. Providing opportunities for children to be creative and encouraging them to use their imaginations can benefit every aspect of their development. STEAM learning encourages creative minds to think outside the box. We always remember that thinking outside the box and not the stereotype way. So seeing things from different perspectives and use tools and materials in new ways. The imaginations of toddlers is limitless, and with a little STEAM, they can be one of the greatest minds of their generation. Improve communication skills. For toddlers and preschool age children, playing is the most natural way to learn new words and phrases. The STEAM approach to learning focuses on letting children explore and experiment with new materials, tools, and concepts. This naturally builds their vocabulary and hone their communication skills in a positive environment. An enriched vocabulary can help children share their thoughts, opinions, and emotions more effectively because they understand the words they want to express. They can use the words confidently. This can help them feel more comfortable speaking or having conversations with their peers, allowing them to develop a very strong relationship. Last one, aids in sensory development. Before babies can even crawl, they have already been hard at work using their 5 basic senses. So these are their surviving skills when they are born. So learning about and interact with their environment, smell, taste, touch, sound and sight. In a STEAM setting, young learners are encouraged to use these senses to explore, observe and learn. Through fun and engaging activities, children are introduced to new textures. For example, in the AMI method, we use materials to teach them textures, noises, smells and situations in a no expectations environment. This allows them to naturally develop positive connections to new and different sensory information. So let's discuss some ways STEAM learning will benefit early childhood development. So one way we can talk about is encourage collaboration. So working with others is an important aspect of both STEAM and socio-emotional learning. By creating opportunities for students to work together on STEAM projects, they can learn how to communicate effectively, share ideas, and solve problems collaboratively. Point number 2, they can focus on project-based learning. Project-based learning is an effective way to integrate STEAM and SEL. Projects can be designed to include not only STEAM concept but also opportunities for students to develop social and emotional skills such as teamwork, communication, and empathy. Point number 3, incorporate creativity and self-expression. Incorporating creativity and self-expression in STEAM projects can provide opportunities for students to explore their emotions and develop their self-awareness. For example, STEAM could be encouraged to approach their STEAM project using the design thinking process, which starts with empathy for the user. Next point, teaching mindfulness. Mindfulness practices can help students develop self-awareness and emotional regulation skills. Mindfulness practices can be incorporated into STEAM activities by having students to take few minutes to focus on their breath or observe their thoughts and emotions before they start on any projects. Next point, using real-world problems. Using real-world problems as the basis of STEAM projects can help students develop empathy and social awareness skills. For example, a STEAM project that focuses on creating a solution to a social or environmental issue can help students learn about the impact of these issues on communities and develop a sense of responsibility to address them. Next point, we can celebrate and reflect on successes and failures. Celebrating successes and failures and reflecting on failures can help students develop a growth mindset, persistence, and resilience. In STEAM projects, students can be encouraged to reflect on their successes and failures, when they learned, and how can they improve in their future. Overall, integrating STEAM and SEL can provide students with a holistic approach to education that not only focuses on academic development but also promotes the development of important life skills. Moving on to my next slide, it's a very important topic, emotional intelligence. The most influential scholars of emotional intelligence are Goldman and Boyatzis. They define emotional intelligence as a set of competencies fitting with 4 domains. What are these 4 domains? So let's discuss. Domain number 1, self-awareness. So what is self-awareness? Being aware of your own emotions. Number 2, self-management. Being able to manage your emotions. Number 3, social awareness. So awareness of others' emotions. And relationship management. The capacity to navigate the emotional dimensions of interpersonal relationships. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, it has a range of benefits. Chief among of these are the social skills required to build positive relationship, effective leadership skills, and personal development. Some of the emotional intelligent examples we can discuss. Example, you can say being open to feedback without getting defensive. Recognizing when someone is upset even if they haven't verbalized it. Asking open-ended questions to understand another's perspective. Being able to self-regulate your own emotions and manage your own mood. It's something called the emotional regulation. Expressing gratitude. Being able to say no respectfully. Avoiding gossip and not speaking ill of others. Apologizing sincerely when wrong. Managing stress through techniques like meditation or deep breathing. Being adaptable to change. Resolving conflicts constructively using conflict resolution skills. Being authentic and not pretending to be someone you are not. So this is like just being yourself. So in my previous slide, I have explained you about emotional intelligence and the 4 competencies necessary for emotional intelligence. Now, in this slide, we are going to look into the role of emotional intelligence in STEAM. The essence of effective learning lies in the preparation for the continuous learning, refinement and development. Formal education provides the foundation for long-term systematic achievement. It is important to learn what counts and to what degree. The 2 parts, STEM and SEL, social emotional learning, serve as today's refinement to traditional school. Education used to focus arts, sciences. Today, the approaches lie in a broad understanding of STEM and SEL. Both are slightly expanded here. STEM is science, technology, engineering and maths. The focus is quantitative. Hard skills. Variations include media, medicine, environment, robotics and entrepreneurship. SEL stands for social and emotional learning, qualitative development, arts, communication and soft skills. Success requires integrating both skill sets and adapting and coping with a volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous and connected world. For personal and professional well-being, these need to include health, medicine and happiness, positive psychology. Educational curriculum need to actively engage in developing the whole person. Neglecting either areas yields as incomplete education. Too often, schools neglect to the focus on how the world is evolving and instead emphasize traditional disciplines. This short-sightedness prepares for yesterday's rather than tomorrow. Development should promote wholeness rather than myopic, independent courses of study. The balance needs to address the individual and community and the overall contribution. It should consider career, family, community, happiness, finance and an effective integrated perspective. Now let's talk about the challenges addressed. So when integrating SEL strategies into STEAM education, they may encounter several challenges. And these challenges can include resistance to change, time constraints, difficulties in aligning SEL with traditional STEM content, measuring the impact of SEL on academic outcomes. Addressing various student needs can also cause hurdles. So in my previous slide, as the challenges were discussed, we can easily overcome these challenges. So how are we going to overcome these challenges? So fellow educators and ourselves can initiate a cultural shift within the institution. fostering a mindset about the holistic development of students. So, professional development opportunities can equip educators with the necessary tools to seamlessly integrate SEL into existing curriculum. Collaborative planning and interdisciplinary teamwork can also help align SEL goals with the academic objectives, ensuring pro aspects are mutually reinforcing. And by incorporating SEL principles into project based learning and creating adaptable lesson plans, educators like ourselves can accommodate diverse learning styles and individual student needs. Now, let's not forget utilizing technology and digital resources. These resources can streamline cooperation of SEL into STEAM activities, making them more accessible and efficient. Now, emphasizing the long term benefits in STEAM, benefits of SEL in STEAM education, it is also important in guiding the support and commitment and having that high level of buy-in. And now educators can highlight the positive impact of SEL in the student engagement, collaboration and problem solving skills, and also by fostering emotional intelligence. SEL contributes to the development of well-rounded individuals prepared for the demand for the future of workforce. Now, thinking long-term benefits, it also extends beyond academics, influencing its personal and social development, alternatively contributing to a more inclusive and supportive learning environment. So, as we summarize our session, educators as ourselves, we can address these challenges and integrate SEL into STEAM education. By identifying these common obstacles and offering practical solutions and emphasizing the genuine advantages for nurturing the academic, social and emotional competencies, this holistic approach not only enriches the educational experiences but also lays the foundation for the students' success in both STEAM discipline and their broader personal and professionalism. So now it's time to watch a video which was taken at my preschool where I was able to capture some concepts of social and emotional activities. Let's enjoy the video. So thank you everyone. Hope you have enjoyed my lecture series. I'll be back again with my lecture series 3 with a more interesting topic. Good night and take care.